president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to be.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Patriots at 13-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On the counter, Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 now. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, it's Thornton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That pick is 9th on the season. Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it? Were you in the 9 hole? Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great. That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there. Exactly. But the 9 picks you want that in a big way. That's a great season. Heck of a season. A give to Elliott running left. He'll take it inside the 25. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do?
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They give it to Williams, running right. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a comeback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for Dr. Miller. Thank you, Dr. Dales. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Garibay's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
14, buddy.
From the 29, Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alberto Kuwebunam. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A give to Elliott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Of all the routes that defenders would love to remove from offensive playbooks, I think the wheel route would rank near the top. And on that one, they almost had it, just wasn't able to come down in bounds.
Yeah, you see right there for the running back, it's tough as you're going toward that sideline trying to stay in bounds. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, just didn't have enough real estate, as they like to say.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Garabay's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he will find his man on the outside. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Garibay on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a solid run down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
safety.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.